When was your gut feeling actually right? It started with a substitute math teacher named Mr. Willis. He showed up halfway through the semester when our usual teacher had to take emergency medical leave. At first, he seemed completely normal. A little awkward, sure, but he was organized, polite, and actually made calculus kind of tolerable. Most kids liked him because he gave light homework and didn't mind if people used their phones at the back of the class. I was suspicious from day one. Maybe it was the way he always wore gloves, even indoors, or how he avoided eye contact with the other teachers. He'd also never use the staff lounge. My best friend thought I was being paranoid. He's just shy, she said. Not everyone's a social butterfly, but something felt off. Things got weirder when I realized he never graded our tests. He handed them back with vague smiley faces or one-word notes like nice or solid work. When someone asked for feedback, he'd say he was still getting a feel for the class. Then he started offering extra credit if we stayed after school on Fridays. The first session had 5 students, the second just 2, the third none. Every time he'd lock the door behind them. One Friday, I pretended to forget my calculator and went back after class. The door was shut. Through the tiny window, I saw him moving quickly around the desks, rearranging notebooks, switching papers between folders. There was no one else in the room. The next Monday, one of the students who'd stayed late mentioned she hadn't seen her backpack since. She asked Mr. Willis about it, but he brushed it off, said she probably left it somewhere else. That night, I told my mom everything. She worked in IT at the district office and promised to quietly look into it. The next day, she called me from work, whispering, "There's no Mr. Willis in our system." "What do you mean?" "I mean, the district never hired anyone by that name. There's no paperwork, no ID, nothing." By the time the school found out, Mr. Willis had already disappeared. Turns out our real substitute had been delayed by a background check backlog. In the chaos, someone had walked into the front office with forged documents, said he was the new sub, and got handed a classroom key. For nearly 4 weeks, a complete stranger had been teaching math, giving quizzes, and inviting kids to stay after hours. When police searched the classroom after he vanished, they found a flash drive taped under the desk. It contained dozens of scanned student IDs, grade sheets, and copies of our emergency contact forms. The backpack that went missing? It was found in the trunk of an abandoned rental car across town, thankfully untouched, but enough to scare everyone. The school called it a security lapse. Parents were furious. New ID procedures were implemented immediately, and I got pulled from that class and placed into a monitored online module for the rest of the year. People told me I was lucky, but I wasn't thinking about luck. I kept remembering the way he smiled when no one else was watching. Sometimes your gut isn't just a feeling, it's a warning. Listen to it. I'm glad I did.